At 58, Bishop Marvin Sapp's family is reportedly in shock after shocking details about his personal and professional life were just exposed. Fans are questioning everything they thought they knew, and the revelations are sending ripples across social media. You won't believe what's come to light. Bishop Marvin Sapp has long been a respected figure in gospel music and ministry, known for his powerful voice and heartfelt sermons. But recent revelations have shaken not only his fans, but also his family, leaving many wondering what really happened behind the scenes. In this video, we're diving into the shocking details that have emerged about Bishop Sapp's personal and professional life, exploring how these revelations have impacted his family and public image. We'll cover everything from insider accounts to documented events, separating rumors from verified facts. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear picture of the controversy surrounding Bishop Sapp, the reactions from those closest to him, and the wider implications for his career and family. Stick with us because some of the details you'll hear are as surprising as they are unsettling. The first reports that shocked fans and family alike began circulating after a series of insider accounts and social media posts hinted at serious controversies surrounding Bishop Marvin Sapp. While he has always been celebrated for his contributions to gospel music and his ministry, these revelations have put a spotlight on aspects of his personal and professional life that few were aware of. Sources close to the family revealed that the impact of these details was immediate and profound. Relatives reportedly felt blindsided, struggling to reconcile the public image of a respected pastor with the private realities that were emerging. From financial discrepancies to alleged conflicts within his ministry, each revelation added a layer of complexity to what many had assumed was a straightforward life of faith and dedication. Fans and critics alike took to social media to share their reactions. Some expressed disbelief, struggling to process how someone so beloved could be at the center of such controversy. Others speculated about the long-term implications for his career, ministry, and family dynamics. Memes, tweets, and Instagram posts exploded with theories and emotional responses, reflecting the deep concern and curiosity surrounding these revelations. Adding to the tension, insiders hinted at conversations within the family that were both emotional and tense, as members tried to understand the truth behind the headlines. Questions arose about accountability, trust, and how the family would navigate these revelations in the public eye. The impact on his children and extended family was described as particularly emotional, with some reportedly feeling a sense of betrayal or confusion over what had been disclosed. And just when it seemed the full story was coming into focus, another shocking detail emerged, one that directly involved Bishop Sapp's professional network and could change how the public views his entire ministry. This revelation set the stage for even deeper scrutiny and left fans anxiously waiting to see what would happen next. As the story unfolded, attention quickly turned to Bishop Marvin Sapp's professional life. While he is widely respected for his contributions to gospel music, several insider accounts began surfacing that painted a more complicated picture of his ministry and business dealings. According to sources, certain decisions made behind the scenes raised eyebrows among colleagues and ministry staff, leading to internal disagreements that many insiders say have been ongoing for years. One major point of contention reportedly involved the management of finances within his ministry. Sources suggested that while the church and related organizations have always maintained a public image of transparency, there were internal debates over budgeting, resource allocation, and the handling of donations. These financial concerns were reportedly discussed in private meetings, and some insiders claim that family members were caught in the middle, unsure how to respond without damaging the ministry's reputation. Beyond finances, there were allegations of strained relationships with key staff members. Former employees and associates hinted at disputes over leadership decisions and differing visions for the ministry's direction. While none of these claims have been fully verified, they contribute to the growing narrative that not everything in Bishop Sapp's professional world is as smooth as it appears on stage or in public as expected, reacted with a mix of disbelief, concern, and curiosity. Social media platforms became flooded with speculation, with hashtags trending as people debated the implications of these professional controversies. Some longtime supporters defended Bishop Sapp, arguing that even respected leaders face challenges behind the scenes, while critics used the opportunity to question his integrity and decision-making. Adding another layer of drama, insiders also hinted at how these professional tensions began to spill into his personal life. Family members reportedly became directly involved in mediating disputes, and the stress from professional controversies appeared to affect private family dynamics. This intersection of career and family set the stage for intense emotional moments that few outsiders had ever seen. Just when the narrative seemed focused solely on professional disagreements, another revelation emerged, one that involved a deeply personal matter within the family itself. This revelation threatened to overshadow the professional issues entirely and sent shockwaves through the community, leaving fans and insiders alike desperate to know what would happen next. While Bishop Marvin Sapp's professional controversies were already capturing attention, it was the revelations about his personal and family life that truly sent shockwaves through fans and insiders alike. According to multiple sources close to the family, the impact of these disclosures on his loved ones was immediate and deeply emotional. Relatives reportedly struggled to reconcile the public persona of a devoted pastor and gospel icon with the private challenges that were emerging behind closed doors. Insiders revealed that family gatherings had become increasingly tense as discussions about the revelations took center stage. Conversations that might have once been lighthearted were now heavy with emotion, as family members tried to process the new information and understand what it meant for their relationships with Bishop Sapp. Some relatives reportedly expressed feelings of betrayal or disappointment, while others were determined to support him despite the controversy. One particularly striking account involved Bishop Sapp's adult children. Sources described a situation where the children were caught in the middle of intense family debates, forced to navigate their own emotions, while also managing the public scrutiny that came with being part of a high-profile family. For many fans, this revelation added a deeply human element to the story, reminding viewers that, regardless of fame or success, the struggles of family life are universal and often painful. Social media reactions amplified the emotional stakes even further. Fans expressed empathy, concern, and curiosity about how the family was coping. Some argued that the family needed privacy and compassion, while others speculated on potential long-term consequences for their relationships and even the future of the ministry. Influencers and commentators began analyzing every public appearance, interview, and post for clues about how the family was handling the fallout. Adding another layer of complexity, insiders hinted that these personal challenges were not isolated incidents. There were suggestions of ongoing tension between family members, disputes over the handling of certain private matters, and unresolved disagreements that had been simmering for years. The emotional weight of these revelations reportedly led to private family meetings and intense discussions about how to move forward in a way that would protect both the family and Bishop Sapp's public image. As news of Bishop Marvin Sapp's personal and family struggles began to surface, the story quickly gained traction online, sparking an intense social media frenzy. Fans, critics, and commentators alike took to platforms such as Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook to share their opinions, theories, and emotional reactions. Hashtags related to Bishop Sapp began trending, and discussions ranged from empathetic support to harsh criticism, reflecting the highly polarizing nature of the revelations. Many longtime supporters expressed shock and sadness, struggling to reconcile the image of the gospel icon they admired with the private challenges that were now coming to light. Comments poured in praising his decades of work in ministry and gospel music, emphasizing that everyone, even public figures, faces personal struggles. For some fans, the focus shifted to the resilience of the family, particularly how Bishop Sapp's children were navigating this emotionally charged situation. Skeptics questioned the authenticity of his public persona, suggesting that the revelations exposed cracks in the image he had carefully maintained over the years. Social media users dissected past interviews, sermons, and appearances for signs that might have foreshadowed the controversies, while some even speculated about hidden motives or undisclosed events that could explain the current turmoil. Influencers and gossip accounts amplified the story, often sharing insider claims and sometimes unverified reports, further fueling the online debate. Adding to the drama, some fans claimed that certain members of Bishop Sapp's extended family had made private posts or statements hinting at their perspective on the situation, which only intensified the speculation. Followers tried to interpret subtle cues, from body language in public appearances to cryptic captions on social media, creating a layered narrative of intrigue and tension. Memes and videos began circulating, both sympathetic and satirical, keeping the topic in constant circulation across multiple platforms. the intensity of the online reaction had real-world implications as well. Church members and colleagues reportedly began approaching the family privately to express concern or offer support, while public appearances by Bishop Sapp were met with heightened scrutiny. Every sermon, interview, or public event became a potential window into how he and his family were handling the fallout. With the story of Bishop Marvin Sapp's personal and family revelations dominating both news outlets and social media, attention has now turned to the potential long-term consequences for his ministry, career, and family dynamics. Sources close to the situation have shared that the fallout could influence not only public perception, but also internal decisions within the church and affiliated organizations. One of the most significant concerns involves leadership dynamics within his ministry. Insiders indicate that staff and board members are carefully evaluating how these revelations might affect the organization's credibility and future initiatives. Some are reportedly considering structural changes to ensure transparency and maintain trust among congregants, while others are focused on managing the public narrative to protect the legacy of Bishop Sapp's decades-long career in gospel music and ministry. The family is also preparing for potential long-term impacts. Reports suggest that private discussions about how to address media inquiries, social media speculation, and public appearances are ongoing. These conversations are described as deeply emotional, with family members weighing the balance between protecting their personal privacy and maintaining a united front in the public eye. The stress of navigating these revelations has, according to insiders, prompted the family to seek guidance and support from trusted advisors, highlighting the seriousness of the situation. Fans continue to weigh in, fueling speculation about possible reconciliations, public statements, or even shifts in ministry focus. Some suggest that this period of scrutiny could lead to positive changes such as greater transparency and improved family cohesion, while others fear it could result in lasting damage to both personal relationships and professional reputation. The mix of hope, uncertainty, and concern has kept the story at the forefront of gospel and celebrity news. Adding yet another layer of suspense, insiders hinted at upcoming announcements or actions from Bishop Sapp that could dramatically alter the current narrative. Whether these changes involve family decisions, ministry adjustments, or public statements, the anticipation has created a palpable tension among fans, church members, and the media alike. The story remains very much in flux, and the coming weeks may hold developments that could either mend or further strain the delicate balance between his personal life and public responsibilities.